every area of your life, there's an opportunity for you to take your power back. There's an opportunity for you to take your power back, and you can do that starting from today, in this moment. Hey y'all, let me pull myself together and we gonna go with the flow, okay? What's up everybody, it's your girl Aisha and I am back with another video. If it's your first time joining my channel, welcome, and if you've been rocking with me, welcome back. Y'all, today I am going to be getting a bit transparent, a bit vulnerable, and whatever the Lord wants to happen on this video is gonna happen on this video, because I'm aggravated and I'm activated. So I'm aggravated because y'all listen, this about to be a different type of video. I don't even know what's about to take place, but I just pray that y'all just hang in there with me and y'all just down for the ride, okay? Because I don't know what's gonna come out of my mouth. It's literally about to be the Holy Spirit, because I say that I'm aggravated because I feel as though everything that has taken place in my life in the last few months has tried to break me. But I'm activated because I feel like the enemy has been trying. He keeps trying and trying and trying to break me. And I don't know. I felt so compelled. I've been feeling very compelled to be open and vulnerable and honest with you guys about what's going on in my life. Like, outside of fashion, outside of all the cute little videos and all of the things, like, your girl has really been going through it. Like, literally has been going through it. And the reason why I even felt the need to cut the camera on right now is I was about to make a short form video, but I was like, you know what? Let me record a full-length video for my YouTube family, and then I'll just take snippets from this and I'll post it to Instagram or TikTok or what have you. I just got to start with this, okay? So my Sunday, because today is Sunday while I'm filming this, I walked outside this morning, you guys. I walked outside this morning. You know, I had this on, you know, I was dressed, I'm cute, whatever else, and I'm like, I'm going to church today. You know, this is going to be my second opportunity to visit the Life Center, Texas, which the pastors of that church is Pastor Cheyenne and Siobhan Smith, which I dearly love them, right? And so, you know, I've been traveling, and then just a lot's been going on in my personal life to where I haven't been able to make it to church on Sundays because I haven't been here, okay? So I was like, okay, I'm rushing out the house, whoop de whoop, or whatever. I go to get in my car. The first thing that I see is a violation ticket on my dashboard, and there's a boot on my tire, okay? So when I tell you guys, it's already like 10:45, going on 10:50, somewhere around there, where I was going to be footing it to church anyways because I wanted to make it there on time, okay? So of course, this really set me back. And I was like, I've never had a boot on my car, right? I've lived in this apartment complex for 6.5 years, you guys, okay? I've lived in this apartment complex for 6.5 years, and just within the past few months, you know, they just partnered with this register to park company, all right? And so once I saw that the little notices went up around our community, whatever else, I registered my vehicle, my new vehicle, okay? Because I don't think I've shared this with you all, but my car was totaled back in May. You know, I got in a bad car accident. Candy's gone, okay? So I got a new car. You know, when you get a new car, you got temporary tags, whatever else. I just changed my temporary tag to my metal plates, I think in September or something like that, okay? So I was just very, very frustrated because I think what is in the system, according to my vehicle, is my temporary tag, because at the time that's all that I had, right? Now, from then to now, I have not been able to log into this portal or whatever else to go in and change, because you only get one vehicle per apartment. Now, the vehicle that is registered to my apartment is my gray Hyundai Sonata, okay? So I feel wrongfully booted, and it's going to be a situation that I have to deal with tomorrow. But when I tell you guys, I have been at my wit's end with this apartment complex. Like, I know that my time is up. I have been doing what I can and just believing God for home ownership, okay? And I feel that the closer that I get to that, right, the enemy is doing everything in his power to knock me down, make me frustrated, make me bitter, you know, almost like I'm being forced out of a place that I used to feel safe in, a place that, you know, I was grateful and thankful to call this place home, which I still love my apartment dearly, you know, and I'm going to miss it when I do move out of this place. But it's so crazy that when you get so close to the promise, when you get so close to the promise, the enemy does everything in his power. In his power to delay it, you know, make you take a detour, all of the things. And it's just like, you keep trying to take me out, and that just lets me know that I'm that much closer to what God has for me. Okay, so I am, you know, torn in between two decisions. Okay, I was like, I can pay this fine. It cost me $110 to get this boot off my car, right? I was like, pay this $110, proceed to go to church, or I can let it sit on my car until tomorrow, try to fight it, right, and just go back in the house and be mad for the day. I said, you know what? Nope, I'm gonna go ahead and pay it. And I'm going to go to church. I'm extremely late at this point or whatever. One, because after I paid it, I did the little code. I didn't know how to get the boot off. I'm snatching it. I'm yanking it. I'm trying to do all of the things. The boot ain't coming off my car. All right. So I was like, you know what? Let me watch a couple of videos. I don't know why people is removing boots off their tires on TikTok, but shout out to them. I watched a couple videos. None of the boots were the exact same one that I had on my tire. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to get out and I'm going to try again. By this point, it's like 11, probably like 11:35. I said, I'm so late to church right now. Like, I don't even want to go no more. Okay? But I got out, lo and behold, I got out, I tried again, the boot fell apart, and I was like, okay, cool. Okay? I threw the boot in my trunk and I went to church, and then it started pouring down rain. Okay? It started pouring down rain, like to the point where people was pulling over because they can't really see and they can't drive in the rain. I said, okay, God, I don't know what all of this means. Like, I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. I'm trying to get back in my rhythm and my flow and my normal, you know, routine. And I'm just like, okay, it's one thing after the other. But between the boot on my tire, then it starts pouring down rain. Then when I finally make it to church, can't even find a parking spot, I was like, it's okay. It is okay, because I know that the Lord sees everything that I have been walking through, everything that I'm going through, all in my efforts to get my life back on track. He is going to honor that. All right? And when I tell you guys, when I got in that church, one, they was on their last worship song, so I didn't miss all the worship. Like, when I walked in, they were on the last song right before Pastor Cheyenne got up to preach. And when I tell you guys, like, the way the Spirit moved in church today, oh my gosh, I didn't miss a thing. I literally did not miss a thing. And I just felt so, I don't even know the words, like, just liberated. It's a smaller church, so it feels very, I don't know, like, the relationships between people feel so intentional, because, you get what I'm saying, if you wanted to go in that church and just hug on everybody, like, you could. And that's what the pastors do. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't really come across that too much nowadays, because churches, they just grow and grow and grow and grow. But I got everything that I needed, and the primary thing that he was preaching on today was having your safe space, right? And you feeling like you're being in the valley or whatever, and the Lord you think that you're in the valley or whatever, and you want to throw the towel in or whatever, but all the Lord is wanting you to do is continue to stream along with him, right? And just relying on our faith to be our safe space, no matter what is going on in your life, no matter what is being thrown at you. And it's like, I needed that message and I needed that word. But it really moved me because I know all the hoops that I went through to even be in the place today. Okay? And so just to kind of catch you guys up on things, because I haven't done it, and I don't know when the last time I filmed a video for YouTube, but at the end of September, I out of nowhere lost my grandfather. Okay, like I'm talking about out of nowhere. When I say out of nowhere, my granddaddy, he was never in the hospital, no health issues that we was aware of or anything. You know, he went out to Atlantic City just to have a good time, whatever else. Next day, he thought he was going to be checking out his hotel. He never made it home. He died in his hotel room. And the hotel staff found my grandfather dead in his bed. Crazy, okay? Crazy. So now we're preparing for, you know, my grandfather's funeral or whatever. And before I could even make it to my grandfather's funeral, I get a phone call from my sister to let me know that my dad's time's coming to an end. And I'm just like, what? Because I had just went to see my dad like the middle of August. I went back to Kentucky to, you know, see my dad, talk to him, spend some time or whatever else. Mainly to kind of have a release, which it was very difficult for me, and I don't feel like, you know, I don't feel like I got the desired outcome, but it's like everything is coming around full circle for me now. Because when I was a child, like, y'all, I was a daddy's girl. Like, they called me Lil Wayne. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was truly a daddy's girl growing up. But when my parents divorced or whatever, you know, me and my mom and my little brother, we moved to Florida, which is where my mom's side of the family's from, okay? And so I think that separation, it ended up, in a sense, like driving a wedge, you know, in the relationship or whatever, just because of the situation. You get what I'm saying? My dad and my father's side, you know, remained in Kentucky, and then, you know, me and my little brother, we grew up in Florida, like for me, from age 8 going on 9 years old on forward. Okay, so it's been like I'll say like a gamble. You get what I'm saying? You know, granted, you know, my little brother and I have been closer with my mom because, like, we grew up with my mother. But it has never been a case of I don't love my dad and all this other kind of stuff. And it was never that we had a bad relationship. It was just a relationship that I desired for us to be closer. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted us to be closer, you know? Like, that's something, like, it's hard to not reflect on the younger years and not want that in the adult life, right? And so, you know, realizing that my dad had been sick for a long time and all this kind of stuff, like, it just started to weigh on me more and more or whatever, that life is so precious. You know, life is so precious, and, you know, God wants us to have the desires of our heart, right? And so, you know, my desire was to, like, okay, Dad, like, what we gonna do? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what I wanted or whatever else. And it wasn't until I left from that visit, you know, where I was like, okay, Dad, like, you know, you're gonna make it out on the other side of this thing. You know, my dad had a lot of health issues. You're gonna make it out on the other side of this thing. Like, you know, what do things look like for us going forward? You get what I'm saying? Because you're gonna walk again. You're gonna be in good health. Like, you know, I am really believing that despite all of the things that my dad was walking through or whatever, like, I was believing the Lord, you know, for my dad to give my father full restoration of his health. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, me and my dad, like, we're making plans. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, we gonna communicate more or whatever. Like, you know, I want us to see each other more, you know, but everything that my dad has always done my entire life or whatever, he was gonna make sure he knew that me and my little brother know that he loves us. And that was never something that, you know, It was never something that I can say that I didn't know or whatever else. I just wish in one way or another that I felt it in a different way, I'll say. Different than how he displayed it. I wish I received it in a different way. And that's okay. It's something that I'm learning now. You get what I'm saying? But, I got to spend my dad's last good days with him, and I'm so thankful that me and my little brother, we flew out there and stuff. But when I got out there, just seeing like my dad's health just rapidly declining, it was hard to see. It was hard to see. It was hard to witness, but I was just so thankful that, I went out there to have the conversation that I did, because I know a lot of people, they don't get that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't get that opportunity to, have a relationship with their parents at all. And, losing a parent has been something that has been, it hurt me. Like, I'm still hurting. I'm still, like, I'm frustrated. I'm, like, processing a lot. But it's been one of the greatest challenges of this year, especially, just having back-to-back deaths. It's not easy. I don't think it would be easy for anyone to lose, a grandparent and then turn around and then lose a parent too, right? And then you're still trying to believe God for the things that, he's shown you that he was going to give you. So it's like piling so many things on or whatever. I have been in a season that I'm just like, how do I take my power back? Because I feel like the enemy has tried to strip me of my power while God's been trying to remind me of it. So if you are watching this video, I pray that your appetite for things that don't serve you changes. And I pray that you gain an appetite for the things that's needed in your life. Okay? Be it relationships, community, making amends, believing God, for the things that you've given up on him for. Whether it's a job, whether it's a move to a different state or whatever else, just having, a close-knit family, believing God for your finances. Like, every area of your life, there's an opportunity for you to take your power back. There's an opportunity for you to take your power back, and you can do that starting from today, in this moment. Okay, so it's just been definitely a whirlwind of emotions, and I don't know, like, I felt the need to make this video. Again, I told y'all from the beginning, I don't know what's about to come out of my mouth, and whatever it does, it's going to be Holy Spirit led, and I just want you guys to just start embracing this new season. And I made, like a short video on TikTok a couple days ago where the Lord was just revealing to me that people have thrown this year away. You may not have gotten everything that you wanted in this year, or you were believing 2024 to be the year for this, or the year for this, or the year for this, and you haven't seen it come to pass yet. Ask yourself, did you throw the towel in too quickly? Right? Because we've got over 50 something days left in the rest of this year, and you would be mind blown at what the Lord can do in one day, let alone 55. You get what I'm saying? So I just want to share my story, my testimony, just to show you that if I can remain in good standing with my Father and just trust that he's going to bring me out on the other side of all of the crazy crap that I've been through this year, and I still have faith to believe that he can bless me with the finances, that he can bless me with the resources and the connections to get me in a home at the top of next year. I can believe God, to take me out of my job that I've been in for almost 2 years now or whatever, to get me back in good graces when it comes to entrepreneurship and content creation taking off, and just a new career path altogether, because that's something that I've been personally desiring, is to start operating in the marketing space or corporate retail. Like, it's crazy how many things have been laid on me that I'm believing the Lord for, and I just know that He's gonna do it. Like, I say that with full confidence on this video, like, He's going to do it. And when He does do it, I want y'all to come back to this video like, wow. Like, when y'all see all the things that the Lord has done in my life, I want y'all to come back to this video, because I want y'all to be reminded that if He can do it for me, He can do it for you. And while He has not done it yet, He has not done it yet, but I know, I say with full confidence that I know that the Lord is going to do it. And something else that I said recently is that my losses are making room for all of my gains. Okay? So, if I want to, go down my little rap sheet or whatever else, like, May, I lost my car. Okay? In June, I started to lose my confidence. All right. September, I lost my grandfather. October, I lost my father. And now here we are in November, right? And it's like, okay, I'm wavering, because I was like, I said, what's the loss going to be this month? And while that shouldn't be my mindset, it's hard not to think, like, how many more setbacks are going to be placed on me before I get to the promise. But I challenge you guys not to lose your faith. If anything, I want you to have a faith boost. It's time to get reignited, recharged, refueled, rejuvenated, because it's time to take your power back. It's time to take your power back. The enemy is going to throw some curveballs at you and do everything in his power to try and break you. Okay? But God's children, we are not meant to break, because we belong to the Father. Okay, so any intentions of the enemy, I rebuke them in the name of Jesus. And I want you to know that you are covered. Okay, I just pray fresh anointings over you and everything that's attached to you. Okay, because I just feel like we are on the brink of something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you're believing and trusting the Lord for, but we are on the brink of something as God's children. And that is why 2024, if you look around you, I'm sure it's not just me. I have seen so many people take so many losses this year, it's not even funny. God's people, we're hurting. We are hurting, but it's because He's about to propel us and put us in a position to really soak up all of the blessings that He had in store for us all along. You get what I'm saying? But everything that we have sold financially, sold in tears, sold in brokenness, is about to be restored with reward. Okay? So I am just trying to get back in the groove. I'm trying to find my rhythm again, and the best thing that I can do is continue to pour it out, because one, it makes me feel better. It makes me feel better, and I want to have a personal documentation that when God does all of the things that He has shown me, I want to have a personal documentation that, like, okay, I said it, the Lord did it. That's going to be enough to make somebody else believe in the God that I serve. And that's what's most important to me, is winning souls for the kingdom, whether it be through sharing the good news or sharing a testimony. So I love you guys. If you watch this entire video, know that I'm praying for you. I'm rooting for you. I just pray that y'all keep me in prayer, because Lord knows that I need it. But I'm just thankful to see what the Lord does, because I don't know. I don't know if I can handle any more losses now, Lord. But, if that's what's in the cards for my future, which I pray it isn't, I'm going to be ready. And I'm still going to trust you, because you're always going to remain faithful. And I know that you wouldn't place any more on me than I can bear. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to share this channel with a family member or a friend. I don't know when my next video is going to be, but I do miss YouTube, so I'm going to be trying to do better with that, okay? So I love you guys. Be sure to give this video a like, comment. Be sure to subscribe. And until next time, bye.